How's it going, Aries? Hope you guys are good, man. We're going to be doing your August Timeless Love reading for August 2022. So yeah, man, we're just going to take a deep breath. We're going to say a prayer. We're going to hop right in. Pray to God, Spirit, my guides, my angels, my ancestors, to help myself, Aries, and anybody watching to see the clearest messages for the highest good of all involved in our love and relationships for a timeless love reading for August 2022. So this is our third month. We're using the Mystical Cat Tarot, by the way, and we're going to be closing out with the Magical Spell cards, okay? Our third month reading together, guys. 3 months. How you guys holding up after 3 months? It's been 3 months. Well, I mean, obviously you've been alive longer than 3 months, but since I've started reading for you guys, we're just going to kind of pull for whatever, man. It's a love reading, so whatever comes out. We've got a few cards. Haven't used this deck on the stream in a while. All right. Bottom of the deck, though, we have a little bit of a story time. Okay, got a few stack. Got a little bit of a stack. So we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess can be somebody who is spiritually adept, trusting their intuition, really just trusting in themselves, somebody who has been working on their craft. I feel like right now you may be really delving deep into your spirituality. You may be in this space of love pushing you into this space, needing to trust your intuition surrounding a situation. You may be involved with somebody who is putting you in this space of kind of needing to trust your intuition. But what I'm really hearing is what you're seeing, I'd say what you're like picking up on is correct. It's almost this energy of like your intuition is right. Whatever it is you're picking up on about this person, I feel like your intuition is serving you right. We're going to get some energy on that though, because the next card, yeah, it's going to be the Knight of Wands reverse. So you may be dealing with somebody who is really just not a very mature person. It's kind of what I'm seeing, like, and I feel like you're seeing that properly. It's this really inconsistent energy. I feel like this could be you. I mean, this is, you know, fire energy here. I mean, if you're a cross watcher, this could be you. Keeping in mind, you don't even have to have Aries in your chart, nor do you have to watch this during August, because it's a timeless reading. Even if you're a cross watcher, like, if the message applies, it applies, right? So, wait, hold on. That's my microphone. Oops. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like, yeah, man, your intuition is serving you right. Whoever it is you're dealing with, if you're picking up on energy like this where they're kind of in and out, hot and cold, they're just really inconsistent. Maybe they have other options. Maybe they're not looking to be in a committed relationship. I feel like this is the energy that's coming through, unfortunately. But it does look like this is a strong connection, but I feel like more than anything, you're kind of keeping to yourself right now. You're holding back a little bit. This could also be this person holding back, and this may be why. Maybe they understand what it is you're looking for, and they're not confident enough to provide that for you. They feel like they just can't provide what it is you want. Maybe you want somebody who is going to be a little bit more passionate and committed and there and in the connection, not so hot and cold. And I just feel like that's why this person's holding back right now. I feel like right now you kind of need to trust your intuition. Aside from what is happening in the connection, trusting your intuition enough to know that you know yourself. You know yourself well enough to know what it is you do and don't want, will and will not put up with, and kind of understanding how it is you fit into various relationships and connections, and understanding that if this is not a good fit for you, now's a good time to be strong, pull back, and focus on yourself, right? Because the next card out is we do have, what is this, the Ten of Swords, yeah. So I feel like there's just a major ending right now. I feel like you may be going through this. I feel like this is what's going on. I feel like the connection you've been dealing with has reached a point where things have just become unhealthy. They become a little bit toxic, right? And I feel like that's natural. That can happen in any connection, a healthy connection or not. I feel like there is the capacity for things to become unhealthy. And it's not always just the other person. I feel like it goes both ways. And so I feel like this card is asking you to just kind of do a little review of whatever it is you've been dealing with. Look over the connection, understand how you've played a role, how you can move differently in the future. And should you decide to continue to, you know, work with this person, understand that you are going to be coming to the end of some really difficult cycles, I would say, in this connection here. Okay, next card out, yeah, so Six of Wands, excuse me. I feel like even though things aren't necessarily going the way you wanted them to, this is kind of leading you to a personal victory. This is going to be leading you towards what it is you want. And I feel like more than anything, this speaks to me of like a separation ending. It's kind of what I'm picking up on now with this energy here. Let's look at this right quick. Okay, we're going to take a look at these three cards. You have the Knight of Wands reverse, you have the Strength, and you have the Ten of Swords. So this could very well be something that ended. This could be a situation where this was a very strong connection, a soul bond, twin flame, soulmate connection, whatever you want to classify it as. It looks like it came to an end. It became very burdensome for both of you, and I feel like things came to an end for a reason. But I feel like there's a reconciliatory energy here with the Six of Wands. So it's kind of this energy of like coming out of separation, keeping in mind this is August, right? We have the 8-8 portal coming up, and or in Leo season as well. And so I feel like that energy itself is going to bring a lot of confidence into you, your person, and into the connection. And so I feel like even if you may be in separation with somebody, if this was a divine connection, which we do read for divine connections here quite often, more often than not, pretty much the only thing we read for is divine connections. I feel like there's going to be some major progress in this connection, whether that's internally or externally. I feel like it's going to go both ways, okay? Yeah, you're going to be seeing some movement here soon. This is the Earth Tom, which is the Knight of Pentacles. So this is somebody who is stable. This is somebody who is willing to move forward in the connection. This is something that I feel like you have been hoping for a while now. I feel like not only have you been working on yourself, but I feel like your person is mirroring that right now. And it's this energy of like, that's what's going to bring you out of this separation. It's going to bring you into this deeper space of committal stability. I feel like this is kind of what you need right now to embody some of this stability, understanding that it's like all the work that you've been putting in is going to be, you're going to be seeing the results of the work you've been putting in. It's this energy of like, you've been kind of wondering if everything you've been doing here has been leading towards the same space, but it looks like it has not. It looks like it is leading into a new area of your life. It's going to be a little bit new to start. It's not something where I feel like you have a lot of experience there, but it is going to lead you where it is you're trying to go, okay? Because we're leading back to the High Priestess. So just kind of recapping on these energies, guys, it really feels like you are in this space of moving towards a more stable space in yourself and in your relationships. And I feel like that has a lot to do, again, with the Six of Wands energy. I feel like you're coming to this space of realizing not only what it is you want, right? You know what it is you want now. You know what it is you have to do to get there. And I feel like that's why the universe is going to be bringing this in for you, because whatever it was that ended here was really helping you to strengthen your intuition and to get you deeper, I would say deepen your connection with yourself and your own spiritual nature, and really strengthen your intuition, your spirituality, and all of your different spiritual tools, your little toolbox, if you will, okay? We're going to go and do one more pull. Oh. Okay, yeah, we got a big stack of cards. Okay, so we have another story time. This will be probably the last story time before we close out, okay? So, the Magician. Again, I feel like this is coming together for you. I feel like this is something that you've been trying to manifest for a while, and I feel like you're going to be finally seeing the results of that. So you may have been going through a dry spell is what I'm hearing. You've been going through this phase in your life and relationships where you've not been seeing much movement, and I feel like that's because you kind of needed to focus on yourself, and I feel like that's what you did, and you've been doing so. You've been focusing on your life, building your life in a way that's going to be beneficial for you, and it's going to be able to sustain a relationship that does come in for you, right? Because we do have the Four of Cups reversed, and so I feel like you've learned the lessons here. When I see the Four of Cups, it really reminds me of needing to think back on what it is you've learned. It's this energy of like, okay, have I really learned the lessons? Have I integrated the lessons? And now you're getting the opportunity to apply the lessons that you have learned in whatever it is that is coming in. This could be a relationship. Talking about love. And you'll see. There's some cards in here I saw that will confirm this for us. But yeah, coming up, I feel like you're kind of walking away from this emotionally mature energy. This could be somebody that you had the ending with in the past, right? I feel like this is somebody here in this energy where they're just like, you know what? I feel like this is you not willing to put up with this anymore. I feel like this could also represent you being in a hurt space. You may be feeling a little bit hurt right now because of this separation. And so I feel like the universe is really asking you to kind of step out of this energy. In order for you to really move forward with this kind of manifestation here, it's going to require you to kind of, I guess, I don't want to say like you're not that you're immature, but it's needing to approach this from a more emotionally mature space. Specifically, if this is going to be like a reconciliation or a reunion of any kind with somebody that you've been dealing with from the past, if they do come back around, this can talk about somebody that they have been dealing with. It's going to be somebody in your person's energy here who they are walking away from this. They're just deciding, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be in this kind of energy with this person. I'm completely walking away from anything that was keeping me in a space of emotional immaturity. Somebody that was just really, really manipulative, emotionally manipulative. This could be the person you've been dealing with. Maybe they have been very emotionally manipulative in the past, but I feel like they're growing past that, okay? And I feel like you're going to be getting some confirmation on that very, very soon. This is the Knight of Swords, okay? This is going to be very quick communication. It's going to be some type of conversation coming in. I feel like you're going to, it's this energy of like you're likely going to be coming together with this person from the past here. You're going to be talking about some pretty heavy stuff. I mean, I feel like you're going to be talking about what has happened between you, how that has affected you both, and what it is you both need to do in order to move forward into this space here. And this is the card I was excited about. It's the Lovers, okay? So it's not a terrible energy that you're in right now. I feel like you have been going through this major transformation, specifically leading up to this 8-8 portal, the Lionsgate portal. We just went through some major stuff with eclipse season, all of the different like full moon stuff that was going on, just specifically with the strawberry full moon and everything after that we were dealing with. And I feel like we're really coming into the space of inner union and thus external union. And I feel like union energy has been a major theme for not only, well, June was more of like a separation energy, right? July was kind of like an internal union and recognizing the connection energy. And now I feel like August, with Leo season here, it's going to be bringing some unions in for a lot of people. And it looks like it's going to be no different here for you. So it's just recognizing that like you will have the opportunity to gain clarity on a situation from your past. Somebody may very well come back around to try to work things out with you. However, it's really up to you if you decide you want to do that, right? And we do have the World here, and so it's like, okay, do you want to continue? Is that the last card? Yeah. So it's like, do you want to continue the same old cycles? I feel like this person here is going to come around. They're going to want to try to work things out with you. They're going to want to try to close out some of these cycles. They may even be trying to come around to try to find healing from the situation. It looks like this energy of like, okay, they're recognizing now that they may have made some mistakes, and they're like, well, maybe I should come back around and try to fix this. So this could represent somebody that really wants to try to fix things here with you. With the World, the Lovers, and the Magician, I feel like this is your person kind of in the space of wanting to just fix things, wanting to talk things out. With the Knight of Swords, really wanting to come in and try to solve the situation, because I feel like they're just not in the best space right now. I feel like they're not entirely sure how to move forward in their own love life, in their own life in general, and it almost feels like they may be trying to use this connection as a way to heal themselves. And it's understanding that like using your intuition, you're going to be able to know whether or not this is the case, okay? Because this may not be the case. This can go many different ways. This could be something where your person is now walking away from somebody like this, and now they're coming in to try to work things out with you and try to build a connection here with you. This could be somebody that you were dealing with who was being very emotionally manipulative, and now they are recognizing the faults of their ways, deciding to try to come back to seek forgiveness. Whether or not this moves into this lover's space, this kind of union energy, is really dependent upon your own desires and intuition. So I would just recommend trust yourself overall. At the end of the day, like, only you will know what's really truly right for you if you are in alignment with yourself, right? Let's go and close it out here for you, Aries. Okay, we're going to close it out, magical spell cards. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have success. So card 12 says, success that's true belongs to me, success with honor, integrity. So I do feel like whatever it is you are dealing with, it's going to lead to success. I feel like you have entered a very successful stage of your life. I feel like not only because you've been focusing on yourself, but because you've been removing yourself from things that have not been helping you grow. You kind of let go of things that were really just keeping you in a state of, I don't know, disempowerment. I feel like you really stepped into your power and you just kind of cut everything out. It's kind of what I'm seeing when we had that Knight of Swords. I felt like you just kind of cut a lot of stuff out. You kind of, it seems like you're just cutting people off in order for you to reach this level of success within yourself. And keep in mind, success does not always have to be financial or material. It can be internal, emotional. It can represent success in understanding what it is we want in relationships, and by doing so, allowing the successful time to flourish in our relationships. But your first card out, it says, true love come to me. True love shall come to me, as I do, so mote it be. Okay, so I mean, I feel like whatever it is you've been going through, regardless of whether this is a past person or a new person, it could be either, you are going to be entering a new successful phase of a relationship. You may be entering a new relationship. I feel like you're going to be entering something that is going to be healthy, reciprocal, and beneficial for both of you. It feels like it's going to be a very beautiful phase of your life, and should you decide to move forward with whoever it is that's going to be coming towards you, I do feel like it's going to be successful. I feel like regardless of whether, well, okay, here's one thing I am hearing. I'm hearing this message of like, if this past person decides to come back around and they were that Page of Cups reverse, and that Four of Cups reverse, and they were in that really immature energy, and they were kind of in and out with the Knight of Wands reverse. And if you decide that that's somebody that you do not want to associate with, by kind of rejecting that energy, it's going to allow the new energy to come in with the World, the Magician, and the Lovers. And so it's almost like the universe is kind of asking you right now, what does success look like to you? What does true love feel like to you? And coming to terms with that is what's going to allow that to come into your life. Okay, Aries? But your next card is Prosperity. Card 3 says, as this tree grows so strong, so fine, so may I prosper from the universal divine. Okay? Again, I feel like this is just a repeating energy here. It's going to be a very prosperous time in your life. You may be entering a new state of financial abundance with what we saw with the Knight of Pentacles. You may be entering a new phase of your career. You may be starting a new business. Maybe starting a new business. You may already have a business and are growing that business. And I feel like that is what is allowing love to flourish in your life, because you are focusing on other areas. You decided to stop putting so much energy into love and relationships, and by doing so you focused on your own inner healing and your inner growth with the High Priestess that we saw. And now the universe is like, okay, you've done a very, very good job, and I think now is the time for you to experience what it is you were trying to manifest in the first place. And keeping in mind that, like, I feel like that's part of the manifestation process, specifically in love and relationships. I feel like when we tend to get very, very close to our manifestations in terms of love and relationships, we will often be put through trials and tribulations with karmics and all kinds of just like relationships that are going to force us to see the mirror of ourselves in these people, and really releasing whatever it was that was holding us back from embodying that highest version of ourselves that is going to allow this type of love to flourish. Last card out for you, Aries, we have health. So you may, I don't know, man, I feel like now is a really good time to focus on your health, regardless of whether this is a loving relationship. It says, Mother Earth sweet, Mother Earth bright, bring to me your health and might. So I feel like you may be overcoming some serious health issues if this is something you have been dealing with. I'm not like a doctor, so don't take any medical advice for me. This is purely for entertainment and personal guidance at this point. But I do feel like this is going to be a healthy connection, okay? I feel like whatever it is you decide to move forward with, whether you decide to manifest with somebody new or you decide to work things out with somebody from the past, I feel like it's going to be healthy. However, you should also use your intuition and understand that, like, if something is not healthy, you should be, self-aware enough to know if something will or won't be successful. But it does look like regardless, you are going to be entering a successful phase of your life and relationships. But that's all I got for you this month, Aries. I do appreciate you. If you want to book a personal reading, you can do the email in the description. And yeah, I do post reels on Instagram as well, jstarotservice. Guys, I appreciate you. Good reading for you. I hope you have a great rest of your month whenever you watch this, and I will see you in your next reading. Goodbye.